Hello and welcome in everyone, my name is Gumnoodle and I am proud to bring you this presentation of the Fallen Kings Championship. We have for you another Division 2 bout here. Lower bracket elimination match, total of 2 coming your way here between Low Shinigami and Catass. The final 4 teams in Division 2 are left. Navi sitting in the grand finals, waiting for whoever is going to meet them. Loser Perfection sitting in the loser bracket finals. Winner of this one will take them on. We have a total of 2, as I mentioned before. The starting map will be Hard Rain Downpour, and then the second map will be Carried Off. Believe it or not, Pacifice got banned, which it was a little unexpected for me. I figured it was going to be Pacifice and Downpour, but I'm not complaining because I'm about tired of Pacifice. Speaking of Pacifice, Catass and Shinigami have actually met once in this cup already. It might not actually have been on Pacifice, I don't remember. And it was Catass who took the win in that first meeting, but it was only by about 500. Can Catass replicate that victory, or can Shinigami, who has started to kind of pull it together and look really solid lately, pull off another upset? They knocked out the number 3 seed Universidad last week. And an upset. And they've been looking really good. But can they replicate it? Here's where we're going live. Total of 2. Hard Rain Downpour going to be the first map. Shinigami over on the survivor side. Opening attack. Charge, smoke, boom, hunt. As we get underway, survivors making their way up on the roof. Hunter's going to climb up the ladder here. Everything coming from below. They're going to maybe go for the Death Charger. Look, Nick's going to get pulled, but the Hunter is going to take the target. They're going to pound that Charger down. And he's going to die anyway, and he didn't even aim for the right spot for the Death Charge. So that's going to do it for the opening attack. About 3% going. Great shutdown from Shinigami to open it up. I like the play to try and go for the early Death Charger and try and get some momentum on their side from the get-go. But unfortunately, the Hunter stole the smoke target.
Don't shoot that car.
Come up in the follow attack. Here they're going to be able to make it past this alarm car, no issues. We're going to have a 2-2 hunt jock here for the next attack.
Reloading.
They make it past the alarm car, continue to push their way forward. They're running 3 SMGs here, probably in preparation for this early tank, which is going to be 45%. Going to be the last hit here before that tank. They're going to get the guy in the front. Jockey tried to get the one in the back, going to get the scratch. Spinner's just going to delay. Jockey is still alive, going to get picked off by the 2 in the back. Here comes a boom, arcing over the fence, getting 1. And they're going to try and pick that boomer, but Nick is too blind to do so, and that should bring in the tank. They don't really all necessarily have to go over, but they're all going to do so anyway. And that will be the first gong, the first of possibly 10 tanks. Or 8 tanks. It's a total of 2, so no finale. The first of 8 tanks here. Possible. Catass. Tank number 1. They're going to connect with that Charger and a double, but look at this car! Oh my god, wait a minute! Oh, not quite. Shinigami. And a little bit of a bad spot. Are they going to push forward? They are. This tank might just drop in on him. It's Salo. And he is. He's dropping in. He lands punch number 1. Going to switch his attention over to a different side. We're missing another punch, but Ellis is all alone, but the Smoker didn't make a play. He gets another punch. And he's going to just throw a rock. Oh, this tank is kind of misplaying right now. Missing that one. Going to land another punch, and he is almost dead. He's got no support. One more rock, maybe. No, he's going to die. There's a smoke pool in the back. And the Hunter died. Oh boy, what a misplay from that tank, and honestly what a misplay from the Smoker. Ellis was all alone.
Leave that playground. Look out.
1 second. I don't know why I don't have this to replay on. I do now. So they still have 77% of the bonus here. I'm doing a boomer in the front, gonna pop it out, maybe kill the spitter for a quad. I'm not sure what the play was there. I guess they just want the boomer gone. But it is all Shinigami right now. 848 points of bonus. Maldito already said GG. It's over. Who cares that there's still 7 chapters left? It's already over. We have a tri-cap here on Charge Smoke to go along with the spitter. It looks like they're going to set up for the stairwell attack. Not a bad play here, unfortunately. I'm sure they'd rather have a jockey over the smoker, but I guess they got to take what they can get. And this is going to be a very important hit, considering how little that tank did. This is going to be a very important attack. As Diaz, the position one's going to push forward. Look at this Hunter in the back. They're going to get the Charger hop aim. The Hunter's going to connect, but unfortunately the Charger goes for the same target. And that is going to be a nice shutdown from Diaz and crew. And they take the hardest choke in this chapter. Kill the tank, and they have 845 points of bonus. They're going to put up a nasty score. Maldito with the second GG. Can we get a GG counter going out?
You do that again, and I will bury you alive. Yo, coach.
We're going to have a tri-cap here for the final attack. Very minimal damage amount here, but they pop that boomer. Nicely done. Smoke on Jock, the only thing left. Here we go, Hunter from the side. Smoker coming in from the back. They're going to let a double cap, but Smoker does miss. Unfortunately, they're going to mop everything up. And that will be a safe room for Shinigami. Already putting Catass on notice with a huge 1284 chapter score. Wow. What a start for Shinigami.
This, my friends, is a milk run. A cakewalk. A walk in the park. Walk in the sun. Piece of cake. All we gotta do is get some diesel and get back on the boat.
Don't jinx us, Nick.
And a total of 2. Getting that many points in your very first chapter. Got to be a huge deal breaker for Catass here. Of course, they can do something here. The tank just misplayed, I feel like. But of course, it's not the end of the world. There's still 7 potential chapters left. And they still have the survivor's side on this one. Catass has had pretty remarkable survivor play. Through the course of this cup. Of course, they made it this far for a reason. Minimal forfeit wins, as far as I remember. I casted them quite a bit. They did really well. But I know they are without their captain. We'll see how much that affects their chemistry here as we are live on nasty 1284 chapter score for Shinigami. Can Catass at least come close? We have the opening attack here. Look at this boomer. From the left side, the Starve is going to manage to get 2 over the arc. Hunter is from the front. Charge smoke from the below. Oh, that Hunter. They get the smoke pool. Nice insta-clip from Maldito. And that Charger is kind of going to be left high and dry with nothing to do. And he might even just try and save. No, he's going to go in and get Nick. And, oh my God. The death charge was so close.
Taking the machine gun. Reloading! Reloading.
That would have been that would have just been a big disaster there if they were able to get that death charge. But we have a 2-2 here. Hunt Jock here for the follow-up attack.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Okay, swag. We have the Hunter pre-spawned up. This will be the final hit before tank, and they got a lot of work to do as only 2 survivors are still 500, but still they'd like to do a little bit more damage, I think, before the tank.
Storms come up quick around here.
Hunter just spawned up in the front, pouncing around. The jockey looks like he wants to come from the front as well. Spitter along with him. I don't have eyes on the boomer yet. There it is. Look at him. Trying to get a spawn over that fence. It's a pretty good spot. Nick is really far off alone here, and the Hunter sees it. He's going to take advantage of it. Nick is playing around it. He's dodging him, though, and he's going to get skated. Frolin.
Reloading.
And they kill the 2-2. And the boomer's just going to get mouthed right out of the air. Spitter's just going to try and delay. We have tank number 2 of the game. Going to be in the hands of Diaz. And Catass off to a pretty remarkable start here for the survivor's side. Maldito's going to get pulled over, delayed a little bit, but they're going to be able to mop that up. Diaz is trying to work in this car. Getting a couple good hits off of it. It's going to fall to the left side, but he can grab that alarm car too if he so desires. Gonna try and chuck in a rock from downtown. Not gonna find a target. Not bad car placements. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Catass kind of rotate over to the right side. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't yet. I guess they maybe want this chip, or maybe they're going to stay confident and play on top of the roof. I mean, I feel like it can go either way. If he gets enough cars in, I feel like they could rotate into the shop here. Into the, what is it called? The save for less? Yep. Tank is on top of the roof, rotating around. They're going to go for a hit here. Hunt Jock Charger going to send it in. Hunt Charge from the same side. Hunter's going to get skidded out of the air. Rocket's going to miss its target. Charger kind of all alone again. And another nice shutdown. Tank tries to work in the car off the distraction. And another rock flying in. It looks like Catass is committed to staying in this area. I feel like at this point they could have a clean transition over. Ellis is being really aggressive. Like, really aggressive. You better get back as the spawns are coming up. They have a boom smoke, though. Diaz is going to drop down the second pass. They're going to go fast with this boomer, and he's going to miss. Rock also misses the target. Oh, boy. Smoke hunt. And they should get a jockey. So that's going to be his commit. And, yeah, Catass is committed to over here. Not the typical, but I feel like it could go either way. It's similar to Hard Rain 1, the OG Hard Rain. They are hard LOSing him. Diaz is going to have to drop down and commit here. He's going to immediately go for his cars. He's going to try and chip him as he's going. He's about down to 5.1. Getting ready to go in. A jock, a smoke, hunt for his support. In he goes. From the top, it looks like he's going to drop in on them. And a nice double to kick it off. He has his corner onto Zarucho. Two more punches. That was a 5-punch survivor. Sport's going to have to go in. They didn't focus the tank hard enough there. Here comes the rest of the Sport. He's got one in cap. Down to 1.4. Smoker is going to get self-cleared. Jockey gets one separation. And he's got his other corner. And this is going to be a lot of damage no matter how you look at it. It's going to be a second in cup. He's down to 366, but there's no survivor near him. He could get another. He could kill him. He could kill him if he wants, but he's not.
Just this once, I need some help.
Oh, he's trying. He's going for the kill. No one's shooting him. Down to 139. One more. Oh no, he missed the first grind out, and he doesn't get it. Double boom. They're going to do everything they can to delay this. He has 31. The spit goes up, and they're going to stick it. No, he dropped him. And Ellis goes down, and Nick is dead.
Let's go, Ellis.
Oh, man.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Grabbing the club.
Not the greatest of scenarios for Catass.
Gonna be missed. I ain't dead yet.
Only a 161 chapter score, already down a survivor. And they are trying their hardest to take this shortcut, but they probably would have made it the other way. Look at that beautiful pounce. Rochelle's all alone in the front, going to get pulled, and they're going to have to clear it through the fence. Jockey's going to cover. They're going to be able to mop that up, but Rochelle's eating a ton of damage. They clear that up, and they're going to sit here and try this again. You guys could have went the normal way by this point. And they do make it.
Serious bullshit.
And now they just need to try and collect as many points as they possibly can to not fall behind too much in the early goings of this total of 2. EXO didn't die for this. EXO didn't play very well, so EXO doesn't deserve to be in this spot. We have a hunt pre-spawn down below. Charger up top to go unlock this 2-2. It's going to be a boomer spitter. Looks like the Charger wants to rocket in. Hunter going to come from the ground floor. And look at Catass. They have an idea where these spawns are. They're going to rotate around. Hunter is still in a pretty good position. Charger can still rock it in. Looks like he's going to try and reposition because Catass is committing to the far right here. They're going to go ahead and skeet that Hunter. Charger going to rock it in now. Going to not quite find a target. He does get one punch. Spit goes on to nothing, and there's still a boomer going to come through the air, connecting with 2 airmail. But Catass continues to push forward.
Hey, watch out! Reloading!
Oh shit! Watch out!
If they keep pushing forward, they should be able to get away from this alarm cars, so no play on that. I didn't see the sack order. It looks like Shinigami is going to go for the 4v3 scenario. They do have a quad up. The question is, where do they send it? I don't know if trying to send a quad inside is wise. They're not going to go from here. Everything from the front here. Charge does land. They're going to be able to clear it off. Smoker gets a pull from downtown. Hunter connects. Can the jockey find a target? They clear the Hunter. Maldito clears out the Hunter before the jockey connects. They'll get an in cap off that Smoker, but they will live and continue the push forward. Nicely done from Maldito. And that's going to put Ellis a black and white here. And they're going to continue crawling. They have crossed the 300-point threshold. And they Might be able to make it through the staircase if they go fast enough. The Spitter is going to try and delay, and it looks like it will be a successful delay. Boomer ain't going to get M2, but I don't see a scenario where he doesn't get one. He does get one off the proxy. Look at the Charger down the stairs. Going to land the double, and Coach is nowhere to be found. Hunter can cover. That's going to be a dead Ellis. Charger connects, and Coach is just going to run, but there is a Hunter coming after him. From above! From the tree! The melee skeet? No! And that will be the wipe. And so it is. 1284 to 329 will be your score. After one chapter, Shinigami off to a huge start. It's gonna be uploaded. I upload all my matches. As we are live here, second chapter, Downpour. Charge, Smoke, Boom, Hunt for the opening attack. Shinigami a huge lead here in the early goings. We got an early chance for Catass to kind of bring the momentum back as we have a 26% tank, but I feel like that's kind of a tough tank to take in terms of SI. We have the Charger Boomer above. Looking for some rockets, perhaps. The Boomer pre-spawns up on top of the roof. Smoker looking to get a pull down from the truck area. Look at this, but Ellis is watching that Boomer and blocking his spawn by total accident. Hunter from the front. Here we go. Attack in. Ellis going to get caught off alone, but they melt down that Charger Hunter. And that is going to be a big shutdown from Shinigami. Damage coming out from the smoke pool and the single boom. Only 2% gone. That's going to be the tank up in the hands of I. Shinigami makes their way back, clears out the comment. It looks like we have one trying to push forward for Chip, and he's going to make his way back immediately. Charge Hunt Jock is the current support up. I wouldn't be surprised if this tank just insta-commits, rolls us in. He has dropped down, taking some nice pathing, rotating around. Looks like he's... Okay, he's going to go inside. It looks like he wants this car. Does Shinigami push it forward? That car flies in. Oh my god, it almost hits! And it looks like the tank wants to roll in with this. Here we go. I is in. A chance for an early momentum shift. He tries to get the punch off the climb, but he does it. He's going for Ellis. He misses another punch. He's taking a lot of damage from the climbing. And they're just kiting around him, but they're pushing into the car. The Hunt does connect on the outside, but it's going to get cleared, and the survivors are avoiding this car beautifully. He's got a corner, trying to land a car, and he connects with two. That's huge, and he's on his 1.9K, and he's going to hang out and play behind this car. What a huge hit. And he's going to try and get this grind up. Does he have the HP for it? He doesn't. I don't think he does. Can he get one more? He will not. Another almost grind out, but they'll live. The Spitter tries to delay, but they get these pickups. Moat pull around the corner, gonna get mopped up. Oh my god. We got a double boom in the back. Probably just a sack. I think that will make a no smoke, no boom hit coming up. 715 points of bonus after the 2 in-cap tank, but Shinigami has a lot of map to go through. Probably an attack out here on the staircase. They're still down a survivor. But really, with 2 survivors bleeding. There's no reason for Catass to really push the issue here. They can wait until the survivors come out. Or they can attack inside. There are skylights they can drop down from. Shinigami has slowed down the tempo, but they're the ones bleeding. And this Hunter's, I don't even know why he's doing it. They're going to go and they're going to call the go-go. I don't understand what the Hunter's doing. He's down to 78 HP. Why are you wasting your time pouncing around on the wall? Here comes the hit. The survivors are split, and the charger does miss. The Hunter's going to get skied. Jockey disconnect down below, but that Spitter's got nothing to go off of. I don't understand why the Hunter's pouncing around when they're not going to plan to attack. He just loses a bunch of HP for zero reason. It's so weird.
Hey, watch out!
But alas, a pretty big hit and a pretty difficult choke gets kind of wasted away there.
Up that ramp.
As they keep throwing it forward. They have another tri-cap here, this time with the boomer. Gonna maybe try and send it on the escalator. 2 sets of pills remaining on Shinigami. I'm unaware of how many they have found along the map. And they have an SMG taking the lead right now. Hey, Dias kind of reassumed position 1. Tri-cap with Boom is still set up. The Charger is set up in the front, but we have the Boom and the Hunter in the back here. But they're not going to catch anybody out. Here we go. Look at this. Charger's trying to catch Coach off alone. Oh, but the Smoker takes him. Hunter does connect. That will be a double cap to clear out the Hunter instantly. The Smoker does die eventually. Boomer gets 1. Charger gets 1 punch and nothing more. So another pretty discombobulated attack coming out from Catass. It has not been a very fun SI side so far. Shinigami, the underdogs, have been really taking it to them. On paper, they're considered the underdogs. We have a 2-2. Jock Hunt, not the greatest attack of their sack order. Has not been good lately either. They're going to try and catch Coach off alone. And they will connect. Jockey looking to cover. Hunter does get mopped up. The Jockey M2. Nicely done from Rochelle winning that 1v1. That was 2K. They get a little bit of damage off the Pounce Spit. Apologies. They go and start the crescendo here. We have a tri-cap. Trying to catch him off alone. Charger misses his target, but they get a double cap down below. Nice and clear coming out from Diaz on the Smoker tongue. Hunter gets mopped up. Charger rotating around, maybe looking for a punch. Does find one. There's a smoke ledge hang. And Charger gets 2. But they kill the charge smoke last, I do believe. So that's going to leave them with a pretty terrible 2-2. As they come up on this field, they need to kill the Boom Spit fast, I think. But are they even going to have time to do that? Jockey tries to catch him up. A nice quad boom. Jockey is chipped a little bit. They're going to try and send in this attack, but the Boomer did die first again. They get a Jockey separation. No, it's going to cover. This is going to be big damage. Kazad's going to be taken all the way back up in an in cap. And you know what? I'll eat my words on that one. Nicely done from Catass. And Kazad is half dead. They're going to try and delay it with this Jockey. He's going to get M2 cleared up. The Charger maybe can delay it, but I don't know if he wants to waste the Charger on that. He won't. So they'll lose more bonus, only down to 132. Look at that Charger rocket. He's going to connect, but no slam coming out. He didn't even have any SI to help him, so I'm not sure what the point was there. There's a smoke boom up now. They might want to go fast. They get one more hit. Boomer rockets in. Connects with 3 off the proxy. And the Smoker does save, so they'll have no charge, no boom. I don't understand. And they're going to attack alone again? Catass is not... They're going to send it with 2. Shinigami's bleeding. They have no reason to push it. Now the Spitter's up. They connect with that Pound Spit in the back. Can that Spit reach? It will. Nice Spit. They get a smoke pull through. Because that's going to need another in cap. The Jockey is the only thing left now. Rotating in from the rear, another in cap coming out from the Commons, and the Jockey does get M2'd, but the Commons win that! The Jockey's still up. Can Rochelle win this? A 101 HP Jockey. Spit gonna delay. Jockey in, and it connects! And it looks like Shinigami will wipe. but still not a bad chapter. A 552 as they bring their total score to 1836. And here we go. My apologies, I was doing something. We are going live. I want my instant replays on, so I can keep doing them. We have a charged smoke boom hunt here for the opening attack. Catass does have a chance to kind of close this gap. Shinigami was unable to make safe room. Catass can make safe room with some bonus. The gap does close. But of course, the early tank does provide opportunity for disaster. Catass lost a survivor on their opening tank. How will they take the second one? We have Hunter pre-spawned up on the roof. Jockey, or no, non-jockey. Charger Boomer is also up there. I don't have eyes on the smoker. I don't know if he's trying to get a cheeky pull. I don't have any eyes on the smoker. Oh, there he is. He's behind me. Out come the survivor. Smoker is going to land the early pull. The Charger's going to land and clear, insta-clear the smoker. He clears himself. One stun comes out. 2 slams from the Charger. What in the world? Catass looking sloppy. 2 slams come out right in front of 2 survivors. That's going to bring in tank number 2 for Shinigami. Going to be up in the hands of Kazad. And I is pushing the issue. But going to rotate back. Kazad is going to rotate around going for the car. Nice car hit. These car hits have been good. And Catass is going to push forward. Oh boy. So tank will be entering in from the rear. They have a hunter, they have a jockey, they have a smoker. And it looks like that is what they want to rotate in with. Catass is still going. They're going to try and make it into the building, it looks like. And the SI are nowhere in place to catch them. They are in the building. And this tank might go AI. If he doesn't, he's going to have to roll in. Like now. Here we go. Kazat. Oh, he's climbing up. He's taking the scenic route. 25. 20, and he's in. No early chip on this tank, trying to catch somebody out. Nice movement from Coach. Tank drops down, he misses the follow-up punch. Hunter's gonna try and catch somebody. Does catch eye, but this tank is almost dead. And he doesn't even land the rock. He's got the corner. Smoker's gonna get cleared up. Nation just melt him down. Only 1 in capture come out from this tank. Jockey inbound, gonna connect on the Coach, but takes him away from the tank. Tank lands another smack, but he's going to die off, and Catass is gonna take the tank better. A very bold move to push it forward, and you know what? It pays off for them, and now they can beat this stairway hit. And it looks like they're going to do just that, so Shinigami is going to have to rotate forward and wait until the escalator attack. I mean, they could go here when there's common, but it would be kind of a waste. They have a 2-2 hunt charge. Not the worst hit. They're going to try and send the boomer now, going to find 1 on the arc from the silo. Hunter up as well. Looks like they're sending in the attack here. Hunter will connect. Charger in the back. Will not find that boom target. Spit just goes out. They should be able to walk around that. Well, maybe not now with the death spit. Uninfested. We might. It might be. That's going to slow down the tempo, going to stop, grab some ammo. The attack isn't up yet, but it's about to be. And it is going to be a quad. Shinigami can stomp all the life out of Catass right here and ruin this potential early comeback. If this quad can connect. The question is, will it? We have spawns all above. Charger's in the trailer, but it's going to get blocked, so he's going to have to rotate around, find a new spot. They're going to send in the quad. Here we go. Smoker from below. In they go. Jockey all the way from above, rotating around. He's going to get chipped. He's down to 141. Catass is in a interesting spot right now. The Smoker, look at this Smoker. The Smoker might be too far to even make a play. I don't know about the positioning. He drops down, trying to get closer. They chip the Smoker now. Charger's dead. Beautiful ski coming out. Smoker insta-cleared, and they shut down that quad. No problem. Catass is so back. Of course, still lots of map to go. About a quarter left. 896 points of bonus is huge, though.
Are you really gonna shoot the guy in a $3,000 suit? Come on.
2-2 jock charge. Do they send it on the stairs?
I think I really
Shinigami is probably very desperate for damage at this point. It looks like they are setting up. They're going to try and send the boomer down below. Nicely picked by Eye. Charge jock set up in the front. If they go fast, they can beat it while there's 3 spawns down. Or while there's only 3 spawns up. The Catass is taking it really slow. And this is going to give Shinigami the chance to get this 4th spawn up. I don't know how wise that was. 4th spawn will be a hunter, so some nasty damage potential. But I'll tell you what, if they can make it past this, they have a huge chance. Eye begins to push forward, Nick following suit. Interesting way to split this off here, but the 3 and 4 SMGs are in position to clear if things go awry. Of course, I feel like really needs to land the skeet. The Charger's going to come from below as the Hunter's going in. Or the Charger's going to rotate around from this side as the Hunter's going in, I have a feeling. The Hunter, can he get chipped to that wall? I don't think so. So Rochelle knows where that Hunter is now, trying to push the issue. Look at this Charger spawn. Jockey from the front. Here we go. And this is going to be bad. Bye-bye, Eye. That's an end cap. And that's going to slow their progress.
You gonna be okay. Hold, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Go down again, and that's it for you.
Eye's going to fall to black and white. And they need to go now so they can avoid another staircase hit. But look, the spitter is going to stop them. Going to delay. A 5 HP spitter. Right now. Now there's a Smoker trying to delay, and it will ledge hang. Boomer from above. And another. Oh, no. No ledge hang. Hunter up in the front. We have a spitter rotate. Look at that spitter. That spitter rotated the whole way around to avoid getting killed. That's funny. Hunter is dead, and now Catass really needs to make it up these stairs. They've been here for like 50 minutes, I feel like. Another attack in. Jockey connecting gets another ledge hang. Charger does die, and a nice spit pick from Eye. Disaster avoided again. Eye really taking things into his own hands. Picking that spitter. The Jockey does go for a despawn. There's a Smoker up as well. 2 spawns still dead.
They're coming.
Event has begun. They wait for the door to open. Final 2 SI are the Hunt Boom. So not the best. They might try and send the Boomer, but I don't know. They're going to say they're going to send a full attack here. Hunter is pre-spawned up over here. Sending it in for the SMG. He's going to pounce a little too high. Going to connect anyway, and it's going to be a rolling tri-cap for a second. They're going to clear everything up, though, but that's going to be a pretty good hit, considering the SI they had. But now Catass is going to try and send it. Do they hold on to these last set of pills? I think they take the point.
We might need
Yep. I say they take the point loss and give it to Eye, because Eye's black and white. They want all these distance points. They're going to push through this cornfield. I don't think they have the best SI for it either. Okay, never mind. They do have a pretty good hit. It's a tri-cap with the spit. Charger, Hunter from the right. Hunter does connect. Charger's going to get part. Well, he's just going to miss. Spit goes out. Jockey tries to keep a minute. Charger does get 2 punches. Jockey connects onto Eye. And they get some damage. Actually, they got a lot of damage. DB's gone. So Catass is going to win the chapter and close the gap up a little bit. But Shinigami's still going to have a pretty decent lead. Still going to have a pretty decent lead, Shinigami. As we head in to Chapter 3. Shinigami up, 1836 to 1225. Can Catass ride the momentum that they've achieved so far? Chapter 3 of Downpour. Remember, Game 2 will be carried off, and that will be the total of 2. Catass doesn't want to go into that trailing by too much. In fact, neither of these teams want to go into that trailing by too much. They're going to go ahead and send the Boomer early. Charger spawns up. They're going to send it too. I don't know about that call. And they're going to keep the smoke hunt. I'm not sure about the call to send in the Charger, but they're going to do so. We have another early tank. So another big opportunity for Catass.
Reloading.
They only lose a full percent. Not even a full percent off the opening attack. Pushing it forward. We have a Jock, Smoke, Hunt, Spit. One last attack before tank. They need to go fast. Hunter is spawned up. Hunter tries to catch the guy in the front. Can the shotgun win? The jockey connects in the front. That's going to be a pound Spit. Nicely done. Dia's going to eat a little bit. Nice smoke pull right in front of everybody. Bringing 2 of the 4 survivors down to 4 punches. Shinigami going to begin rotating back to the safe, and we have Frolin, tank number 3 for Catass. Trying to work in this car. It can be very awkward if you don't get a good initial punch, and he really didn't. And now it's kind of wedged. But a nice jump punch there, and it does fall on the side that he desires. And that's going to be a good car as he rotates up to the roof. Boom Charge Jock is the current SI up. I wonder if they send a full hit kill to Brimlast. Looks like that's what they want to do. Full hit. Charger Jockey dropping in. Jockey M2. Can the Charger find something? The Boomer does die before the Charger, but they're going to have a hunt. They're going to have a Hunt Jock Smoke, which honestly isn't the worst attack for this open area. And they might have to roll with it because Shinigami is LOSing Frolin pretty good. He's down 25% first and losing Rage. They're going to rotate out, give him sight, but I don't see this tank sending in another attack. Especially because he's actually down to second pass, almost 5%, holding on to it, and down he goes, Frolin down to second. Smoke Jock Hunt is going to be the attack. He's going to have to roll it in. He's got 2 cars. He's got the one that's highlighted, and the one in the middle there is hittable as well. So here we go, Frolin dropping in. Big tank for Catass here. What can he do? First punch onto the car, gonna be a nice split. Car going in, oh, and he's gotten it corralled. Look at this, the jockey connects with the free car. Smoke separation, he gets a corner. He's not going for the free car. Wait, this could be huge, look at this. He gets the end cap, but this jockey's gonna get cleared before he gets anything, but he's gonna decommit. Wait, this tank is kind of huge. I don't know why he didn't take the free end cap, though. Not so sure about that one. He had a free end cap on that jockey. But he's just going to play for time here with the one in cap he's got. Rock flying in. Smoker's got his tongue back. There is a Boomer up and one more SI up here in a second. It's going to be a Charger. Shinigami rotating around trying to catch sight. Just trying to get close to their down survivor. Rock in again. The full support is up. This tank still has 3.2, but there's no car in play. Tank rotating in. Charger just missed. Looking for Rock. Nice triple boom. Rock doesn't find a home though, and tank drops down again. Completely missing the roof, and they're going to be able to get this pickup. Oh, he's rotating around, going for the car. I like this. Trying to make something happen here. He's such a wasted opportunity. He had a free in cap with the jockey. But look at Shinigami, the car from downtown. Not quite finding his target. Smoker tries to get one, but goes around the bus. Support's gonna have to go to help this tank. He lands another punch. Unfortunately, nothing there to help that jockey. Another punch. Can he get this car? And it connects with 2! Another corner! And the pounce over! This could end up being a wipe. He has 187. Are you kidding me? This just turned into disaster for Shinigami. They're down a survivor.
You seriously?
Disaster! Spit delay. There's still a smoker up, but he's only down to 114, and it should be an easy clear from the pistols. And he misses the tongue, but Nick does drop the in cap. He drops the pickup again. Charger rockets in, gets a punch, and he connects. Shinigami is gonna wipe. You're kidding me. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. And this could be the Catass comeback here early in game 1. What a show! And after what felt like a couple misplays from that tank, he ends up bringing it back home on the off the tail end of some great SI support. Welcome in, Rails. Thank you, Infested. Sorry, I've been kind of locked in on the game here. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everyone. Catass fell behind really big in the opening chapter here. But they've managed to bring it back. But can their survivors do the job? Can they do what they need to do? Okay, we're good. Waiting on 2 more members of Catass to ready up. They might be discussing what they want to do here. I mean, the play is to bring this back. But of course, you got the 2 cars to worry about if he can manage to get the car in. I'll run an ad really fast then, since they're waiting a minute. You know, what I thought was really interesting about the way that tank turned out is Catass didn't really get any pre-tank damage. 2 of the survivors were still 5 punches. It was very interesting. I don't know. He had a free in-cap on the jocked survivor over here, and he didn't take it, instead opting to drive a survivor all the way back to this corner, getting the in-cap and then decommitting at 3.2k. Obviously, hindsight 2020, and ended up working out like really good. And ended up working out really good for that tank, even though a couple misplays. But a double car connection ends up being the deal breaker. And Catass can now bring it back. It's just, will they? It's going to all depend on whether or not... I mean, even just surviving the tank will be really good for them. And close the gap even more. Obviously, no finale. Being a total of 2. But even just being able to close the gap even more. Since they'll have to hold their lead. If they take it back, they'll have to hold the lead. Just 4. And it looks like we are live here. Catass with a huge chance to come back here early in game 1. And maybe take a lead heading into 2. Obviously, 2 chapters left here in game 1. Charge, smoke, boom, hunt for the opening attack. Will they send a full hit? An interesting call from Catass themselves to send the charge, boom, and nothing else. And they end up getting very minimal damage. So I think maybe a full hit from Shinigami would be wise with this early tank. We have the hunter already pre-spawned up on top of the gas station. Charger looking to follow suit from that scenario. Boomer in the same spot. I don't have eyes on the smoker right now. Let's see. Where is he? No eyes on the smoker. Rochelle has pushed out, actually. Ghosted out completely. Now made herself visible Look at that Smoker. Gonna try and lead the engage. Gonna die. Nice ski. Charger does miss. Gets one punch, nothing more, and they shut down that attack so fast. Great start from Catass. Really bringing it back after the sloppy chapter 1 that put them down almost 1,000. Now making this a game. As we have 2K, the tank up. Where are they going? Are they staying here? Catass is staying in this spot. You know what? The tank's going to be punished if he rotates over to the car. He's just in. He finds the punch. Smokejock hunts his support, but he doesn't have a corner. He splits the survivors off 2 and 2. They're going to try and make a playoff, and Smoker does get one. Ellis a little bit slow to clear, but they do get it. The Hunter didn't try and take advantage. The jockey is up top. The Hunter's on the roof. He misses the rock. He's down to 2.8. I don't know what's going on right now, but this is a huge misplay for Shinigami. The Hunter connects. The rock misses again. This tank has only got one punch. He gets another. The jockey gets his target taken. Another smoke pull. He's going to try and get out, but he is dead. What was that commit? Shinigami's tank is dead and Catass is sitting pretty. This is that. They're going to end up taking this lead. I don't know what that insta-commit was. His SI weren't ready at all, and he just sent it in, leaving them high and dry, and now all the momentum is all in favor of Catass. You can see it. We have a 2-2. And now Shinigami's going to be on their back foot trying to get some damage. Smoker tries to get a separation behind those bricks. Cannot find it. Charger Boomer up top. Charger tries to hop in. Gets stuck on the roof. And he's getting melted down. There's a smoke pool trying to distract. Won't find it. Spit goes out. Boom from the right side. Going to get one. Hey, he got the stumble. But another beautiful shutdown. And they have over 1,000 points of bonus. 1,042 to be exact. Okay. Making me look like a fool. It's 1,038 now. And a desperate Shinigami here looking for the quad. They're going to be ever so patient with this, I imagine. They need this big time. They need it. The Jockey's a little bit split. They're going to try and take advantage. The Charger misses though. Smoke pool in the back. Jockey connects. Can this time make it a tri-gap? And he will! Charger gets a punch! And this is going to be big damage. This is what they needed. The Smoker still not cleared. The Charger and Jockey going to town comboing. And they knock off about 300 some points of bonus. But of course, it's still pretty high. It's 781. But it's not a super unreasonable amount. That was really close to the quad.
All right, thanks.
Reloading.
Catass is really split right now, but the SI really aren't in a position to take advantage of it. They have a 2-2 here. It's going to be a Hunt Smoke, so a bit of a mid-hit. I feel like they need to kind of send it fast to give themselves time for one more attack. Maybe they sack for another quad. Who knows? But Hunter's all the way in the back. Smoke pool from the front going to leave the engage. Going to find it. And they stack with that Hunter. The Spitter does die first. And they get the stumble through the spit, so they get even more damage. Nicely done. And they get a pretty good sack order. We're coming up at the tail end of this chapter. 623 points. It's now a sub 300 game. But what could possibly be the last attack coming up? Still 623 points of bonus on the table. It's now a sub 200 point game. It looks like Catass is going to take the lead. The question is by how much? And the Charger is off the mark, rotating behind. The Jockey goes in alone, gets killed off. And Catass has just put Shinigami in a rough spot here. They do connect with the double cap in the spit. Wait a minute, 1 slam, 2! And they're going to get big damage at the end. But Catass is still going to have a good lead. 448 points bonus, and there's no SI up. There's going to be one here in a second. Can they find any last second damage? It is a Boomer, so most likely not. Will hop in, going to get shut down, and they are in. Ooh, and the lead is theirs. $22.73 to 1946. Catass is taking the lead. All the momentum in theirs. We head to 4. What? I'm not sure what he meant by endless. We are going live here. Chapter 4, how will Shinigami play now trailing for the first time this game? We have a boom, hunt, smoke spit, a little 2-2 for the opening attack. Catass on the survivor side first for the first time this game. Boomer finds the opening. What a skate through the boom. They get the smoke pool. Should be able to mop that up. And we're going to have a... No, she's out of the spit. Smoke pool maybe through the spit. No, they're going to mop it up. What a skeet coming out through the boom. Nicely done. As they only take about 2% from the opening. Catass looks like an entirely different beast.
Don't shoot that cloud. Reloading.
Reloading.
We're going to have a tri-cap with the boom coming up. As Catass continues to push. Coming up here on this drop choke point.
I'm a reload. Reloading.
Fortunately, no spitter and no smoker. I feel like 2 important things, but they do have a jockey, so some potential reset moments are possible. We have the hunter already pre-spawned up. Everything is going to be coming from that side roof here. Hunter's crouched, ready to go. Charger jockey going to be looking to get something huge. Jockey looks like he's going to lead the engage. Hunter in. Charger misses. The hunt's going to connect. They're going to land a nice 2 boom from the top. Awaken the jockey. Oh, Coach wins the 1v1 in the back. Frolin. Winning the 1v1. That would have been disastrous if that jockey would have connected. Nicely done by him. Tri-cap with spit. Tank is almost up. They have time for one more, and I feel like they should take that chance because we have 2 survivors still at 5 punches. Hunter's already spawned up. Charger is in an interesting spot here, not really in position to make a move. The tank will be that hunter that's pouncing around. Can they make a play off the distraction? The tank has spawned up. Charger is still searching for a spawn. Spitter's up now. The Charger's still looking for a spawn. And that spit goes out. Catass gonna try and make the way back up. Charge trying to catch her in. Gonna get 1 punch, but he's only gonna get a stumble. 2 punches, 3 punches. Nicely done. Not bad damage. Smoker's still up. Oh, car hit. Not quite reaching the survivors. As this should be able to make it back clean. Oh. Oh boy. What car hits? Oh no. He got that first one. He's got to be careful not to play with 2 cars too much. And they land on top of each other again. Car best friends. Bring in a 3rd one, Shinigami. Probably feeling pretty desperate at this point after losing the lead. They're going to try and send the boomer. It's going to die off. Couldn't quite get the arc. Tank's got 3 cars currently. I don't know if he brings in the alarm car. There really would be no point, and that gets rid of a pretty pivotal thing. And as I say that, he sends it in. Splits the survivors. Now 4 alarm cars. Nothing in the way in the front. If the Shinigami or Catass can manage to get through to the front somehow, there's nothing stopping them. Car flying in. We got 2 on the roof, 2 below. Tank down to 72nd. It looks like he's going to have to go. He's got a Smoker Hunter jockey for support. Rock does connect. That could be his engage. He's in. Nick drops right on top of the cars. Oh, but it bounces off the pole. So he's still good to go. And they're in a dangerous spot for these hittables. Car connects onto 1. There's a smoke pull. And he's going to go for the grind out. And that's a free, easy kill. Smoker's got Rochelle up top. They're just stacking her. That's a second in cap. And now this tank can just play keep away. Rochelle's going to die too. And it looks like Shinigami's going to get all the momentum back. Look at this car. Barely missing out. He's going to try and save the day, but not going to find it. He's going to get a punch in the corner. Look at this tank going for the car. Rochelle has died. And Coach is trapped in the corner. He can't get the car in. And he's just going to go for the punches. Hunter should catch Ellis in the safe room. Oh, he gets the skeet. Jockey's dead too. Oh, the car almost connects. But it looks like Catass is doomed to wipe after a huge momentum switch. And the car killed him. After a massive momentum switch, Shinigami's going to take it right back. Only a matter of time. Still, he's still, you know, he's still doing work on the tank. The tank kills his boomer. The charger still hasn't found. Ellis is clutching. The tank is AI. Oh, looks like this Hunter's going to try and finish the job, and he will. And that will be the wipe. Catass, unfortunately, not going to hold on to the momentum for very long. Shinigami now. Chance to take this lead right back. Wait.
Help, help.
They weren't dead. What happened? He killed the tank. What? I tapped out. He killed the tank.
Man, I can use some help here, serious.
It looks like Kazad has accidentally AI tank rocked the Hunter. I tabbed out. I didn't see it. I'm so sad. That's funny. I'm so sad that I missed that. Oh, that's what I get for alt-tabbing. Kazad has returned, and we are about ready to go again here. Is Shinigami going to take the lead back? We'll find out here as we are live. 2-2 Hunt Smoke opening attack.
Reloading.
Boomer leading the engage, will find the arc. Ellis pushing down the stairs. They're going to stack on the hand. That's going to be the pound spit. They clear it out. Rochelle gets stumbled in the back off the boom proxy. And that's going to be pretty good damage, about 5% coming out.
Reloading. Reloading.
Reloading.
Tri-cap with boom going to be the next attack coming up here before the tank. They should be able to get at least 2 attacks in, actually. Depends on how fast Shinigami takes it, how well they take this attack. They come up onto the drop choke point. Hunt charge, jock boom. Look at this boomer. Looks like the boomer doesn't want to go until after the drop. Now he's going to rotate around, find a better spawn. The Hunter's already spawned up down below in the front. Charger drops down as well. I don't know what the I don't know what Catass's play is here. Jockey getting chipped. Hunter from the ground level going to come in. Jockey from the top. Jockey connects. Hunt still searching for a target. It's going to be a nice double cap. They're going to clear out everything out, though. Charger gets 1 punch. Not quite 2. And they're going to get another little bit of damage off of that.
Reloading.
will be tank number 8. Zarucho for Catass has it. As Shinigami begins rotating back. So they're going to send an attack. Smoker rockets in. Finds the tongue but gets himself cleared. Oh, Boomer from the top finds one from afar. And they're staying here. Shinigami, it looks like. Oh, look at this car. I don't know how wise it is to stay here. Another one flying in. They need to go. No, they're going to stay here. They're confident. In comes Zarucho. I don't know. Punch lands. Sheep gets punched right into the car. Hunter's going to try and get it. What a skeet coming out from 2K. And this is going to be a free car. No, he's not taking the car. He's going to get the in cap. The support is dead. And they might be able to kill him. He's going to have to go for this grind out here. Wait, look at this jockey. Oh, he misses the car. Oh, my God, just barely. And now they're going to chase him down. Can he find this grind out? That car way off the mark. And the tank's going to be pushed away. Shinigami's going to take the lead back. Bit of a misplay from Zarucho. The Smoker's going to try and do what he can, but he's going to miss. The tank has died.
This is great. No, this is great. I'm good.
Let's finish what we
Thanks,
started.
coach.
They get the pickups. We'll see. Boomer rockets in, finds one off the proxy. We have 576 points of bonus. I don't know why he didn't get the grind out. Opting to try and play hero ball instead of taking the guaranteed damage doesn't always work out for you.
Watch out!
Especially in this case, it looks like Shinigami's going to take the momentum they lost right back. We have a tri-cap, though, coming up. Charge Jock Hunt Spit. 576 points of bonus still on the board. So Catass has a lot of work to do. It is only 400 distance. That is one thing that Catass probably thankful for. They can chip away this bonus. It won't be a big lead heading into carried off.
Look out!
Shinigami pushing up. Hunter is spawned up down below. Charger's on the other side in the other building.
Reloading. This is some grim shit we got ourselves into.
Survivors are really hunting down this Hunter. Yes, I could make a play off that if they get too antsy. Shinigami drops right, avoiding. And that Charger is melted. Hunt gets skeeted. Jockey killed. And it looks like Shinigami is going to walk in with a huge...
We got that done.
$28.94 to $24.83 in favor of Shinigami as we get ready to head in to carried off game number 2. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back in, everybody. We are about ready to get things rolling here into game 2. Remember, it's total of 2 scores, so these scores will be added up. We are going live. It looks like we have carried off Shinigami with a little over 400 points. They're going to try and get the death charge early. Oh my God, what a start! Smoker disconnect. Jockey gets 1 scratch. If I would have got a death charge from the get-go, that would have been insane. But not quite finding it. I was doing something. I was doing something, and they almost get the death charge. All right. We're back. Good to go now. They got about 2% off that opening attack as we are live here into the second game carried off. Shinigami has had a little bit over 400 points heading into this game. Catass not far behind though. Hunter's going to get into clear. Charger will connect. That's going to be a double cap in the spit. That's going to be pretty big damage coming out here early on for Shinigami. A bit of a sloppy start on the survivor side. Catass was able to take a lead, but only for one chapter. As we have tank number 9, Sallow. Survivor's pushing it forward. He's going to try and get out before taking too much chip. And the SI are going to go ahead and hit, try and get something. Boomer does just barely miss his boom. Smoke pool not going to connect either. And they're going to send in the Hunter along with that Smoker. The Smoker does find a target after the third try. Going to get into clear. Kazak gets pounced, but it gets melted down immediately. Sallow has tank number 1 for this game. For game number 2. As he's working in his forklift. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. You're tuned into game 2 of this total of 2 between Shinigami and Catass. Loser is eliminated. Look at this forklift. Not bad. But this tank is on a second pass. He's got to be careful. And they're going to punish him, it looks like. They're going to try to anyway. Going to shoot him up through the fence. Down to 5.1. Shinigami commanded about a 410-ish point lead on Downpour. As we get started with carried off, which I feel like could go either way as well. Boomer is a little bit too far away. He's down to 65% second. He's trading rage for he's trading HP for rage. Unfortunately, had to take time to kill off that Boomer. They have a Jockey Hunter. I'm not sure what the last SI will be, but he's gonna have to commit. They're gonna have to go early. I don't even think he can get his forklift. This is a bit of an awkward spot for this tank. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to get his forklift. He's gonna die too fast. Rotating around, it looks like he wants to go for it. He's got a Jockey Smoker Hunter for his support. He gets stuck on something. No, he's not even going to go for the forklift. Just go for damage. Support's going to have to go now, though. Like, now. But they're not in position. Hunter's a little bit out. Smoker does get clear, but he's going to get the punches. He's got a corner. Can he get that corner? He's at a 500. And the double cap lands. He's going to get an in cap out of it. Maybe one more punch. Can he find it? No, he'll die before it connects.
Oh, man. I mean,
So, one in cap tank.
you look fine. Don't worry, let's just get you up.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I best be finding me a health kit.
Reloading.
Reloading.
We got a 2-2 attack for the staircase here. Charge hunt, so the best one they can possibly get here for this 2-2. 529 points of bonus post-tank. They got a lot of work to do.
I think I really heard something.
Everything coming from the top. It looks like the Hunter actually wants to come from behind that little dumpster area. I like the idea.
Reloading.
Here come the Go-Go's. Charger in from the top. Hunter is going to get... They're going to connect with that charge spit. No, the spit gets stumbled and then picked.
Reloading.
The Boomer working against him. The spitter gets stumbled and picked.
I'll try this shotgun. Good to go.
Preventing massive damage. So Catass looks like they're still on their back foot, still reeling despite the little intermission they had. They have a Jockey off the Survivor's left side. Charger going to try and take advantage. You get a smoke full separation. It's almost a tri-cap. Get this Jockey connecting. Gets M2 to kill it off, but this Charger's going to get 2 slams. And that was almost a tri-cap and a double boom in the back. Going to be nicely done. They're going to keep pushing it forward, losing about, I don't even know. I think it was about 100. They lost a good chunk of bonus there, down to 395. And they saved the Boomer, an interesting call, and I think Catass only gets one more attack here before safe room. Nice Boomer spawn, finding 3. Jockey from the rear, Hunter from the front, coming a little bit from the side area. Hunter does die, and the spit's a little bit off the mark. So they shut down that final attack, and the GG code already. And they're going to walk it in with 391. Another good start for Shinigami. This will bring their total of 5 to 3682 after 5 chapters of Left 4 Dead. So, not quite 1,200. 1 point off of that. 11.99 is the current gap. Catass going on their survivor side. Can they match the bonus? Maybe even win the chapter by a little bit and close the gap. It's not that big of a gap. Obviously, we have the Jock charge, smoke, boom for the opening attack. Spoker is going to try and get somebody from the back. Maybe a death charge scenario here. We saw Shinigami, or we saw Catass almost pull it off. Oh. Frolin just lost 1 HP. Smoker misses the pull. Jockey does connect. They're going to get a double charge in the room, but no spit. A quad boom proxy. Catass loses about 7% off the opener. Smoker rotating around. Maybe going to try and make a play off the car alarm that I actually triggered himself. It's an insta-clear. Maybe that was a precursor because they might try and come back. Perhaps. They're going to sit here and kill out the comments. This is going to give Shinigami another hit. They're going to try and connect with the pounce. The pounce spit does connect. Jockey in from the side. Going to connect as well in the spit. And Catass is taking monumental pre-tank damage. I think the car alarm play might not be bad if they're actually planning on coming back. That might be the move. We'll bring in the tank. Number 10 of the game. They're going to try and send in this charger. And the charger lands a double. No slam coming out, but Rochelle went sailing. They still have a smoke hunt. Going to try and make something happen off of that. Smoke hunt does connect with the same target. And that's going to give the tank free reign to run away. No chip. Look at this forklift flying in a beautiful spot. What a hit. Tank rotates up on top of the roof. We have a boomer, we have a jockey, and we have a charger. Is this Catass going back now? It looks like it might be. They don't want anything to do with this forklift. I don't blame them. Back they go. Boomer, it kind of messes up that spawn a little bit. But Nick isn't paying attention. The boomer does die. He's still working in this forklift, though. It could still end up being a disaster for Catass if they eat this. Another good hit. Oh, but now it's a little bit wedged on the car. You might have to take 2 hits for that, and he's only got 85% second. He's got to have to be careful. And they're not even shooting him. They're not running and shooting. And that forklift will be out of play. So this tank has the charger on a jockey for support. Rotating up on top of the semi-truck, looking to drive the survivors down to 4.3. He's dying fast. Sport's going to have to go quick. Hunter gets skeeted, though. So they're already down in support. All the survivors are kind of clumped up, though. He still hasn't gotten a corner. Charger comes in, get a connect with one. He gets a punch to cover it. Jockey inbound as well. He misses the follow-up punch, though. Gets the corner. This should be a double punch right here, and he does. Jockey gets killed off. A second incap coming out. He gets another punch. Another. This is unnecessary damage. The tank does finally die, but 2 incaps and almost a third coming out.
Ain't nothing but a scratch.
Oh, thanks for that.
Thanks.
And that's actually going to be the chapter lost by Catass. Shinigami
That's better.
currently has an 83 point bonus lead. And Catass has to retake this entire map. Boom from the side of the bus going to get cut off. They're just going to sack that boom smoke. Probably going for the staircase hit with the charge hunt spit charge. Charge hunt spit jock. Double charge will be interesting. Charge hunt spit charge. Anybody? Anybody? When's charger mod?
You're falling apart.
The new rendition of zone mod where we will see 3 chargers and a spitter every hit. When there's a tank, it's just 3 chargers, no spitter.
Everybody grab a weapon.
Looks like they might try and hit her on the tent, so looks like they're going to do just that. Charger tries, kind of a little hesitant on who he wants to get. Can this jockey keep him in the spit? Will not. Can they find him in the tent? It's a 1v1. That he loses.
Okay. I'm gonna reload. Hey, look out!
Reloading.
Reloading.
Look out.
Reloading.
Catass has already lost this chapter by over 100. They need to limit the blows they take. They've still got a quarter of this map to go. We have another tri-cap here. Boomer in the doorway, going to connect off 3 with the proxy. We have a Hunter in the rear. That might have just been a sack. Catass has to be careful. And they're taking an awful long time. Shinigami's going to get this 4th spawn. In they go. Hunt will connect. It's going to be a pound spit. Charger was not able to find a target. Here comes the smoke pool. Going to grab onto Rochelle. And they're going to get even more damage.
Ain't ready to lay down yet.
Catass really needs to focus on making these safe room. They need these full distance points. They need to make safe room with all 4 of their people.
Reload.
Reloading.
They've already lost this chapter. And look at the smoked pole. Tries to get the separation. Eye's able to dodge that. Now they're going to hunt down the smoker. Missing the pull again. Down goes the smoker. And they killed the boomer. I think that was a sack. We're going to see one more attack coming out. 185 points of bonus here. They're going to try and send in the charger. What is this? He gets a punch. Jockey M2 killed out. The charger just dies. I don't know what that was. A pity charge maybe. And they find extra pills. Maybe a pity hit. I'm not sure what that was.
Reload.
Shinigami, a little odd movement there. And now they're going to have a pretty bad hit for this final attack. It's going to be a hunt spit. And they have no charger, no jockey. So it's going to be a smoke boom. So a 2-2 for the final attack. I don't know. And they're going to hold on to these pills, hopefully for some extra points. Hunter is from the side, coming from the truck. He bounces back. Smoker trying to get somebody in the front, but Catass is pushing away from the hit. Pushing away from the cappers, avoiding the damage. And they're going to walk in with good bonus. 192. They lose the chapter. Double boom lands off the arc. They need to go now. Not worry about it. Go, go, go. Boomer does die off. And they make it in. So they'll be trailing by over 600. Shinigami holding the same momentum they had from Downpour as we head into Chapter 6 of this game. I don't know why that says 3 minutes. Carried Off can be a very interesting map. I mean, we know the finale is just awful. We'll see what the play is here. We have a tri-cap with the boom for the opening attack. We see this attack pretty much get nothing ever. So I think we want to see perhaps the smoke and the boom sack, just to get something better. And not worry about trying to send in a full hit. They're going to send in the boom fast, going to connect to one. There's a smoke pool separation. It's going to get instant clear. Nicely done by Coach. And they do just that. They sack the boom smoke. They're going to get the hunt spit. And they're going to send all of their assets in here on the choke point attack. Hi, Cleo. Cleo has entered the booth. Cleo has entered the booth. Ready to talk, ready to meow. Ready to do whatever her little heart desires, huh, Cleo? We're going to get a little first-person POV of Diaz, who has been kind of popping off this game as their position 1. It looks like maybe he's taking the 2 route here. I don't know, but they have the charge. Already pre-spawned up Hunter. Will lead the engage most likely. Can Diaz land the skeet? And it comes! And he does miss the skeet. This is going to be a huge stack. Charger goes in. Here comes the spit. Charger. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't grab him. The stumble was earlier. The spitter was late. Something happened there that prevented a lot of damage from coming out. And this is another huge waste of potential for Catass, who just seems to be reeling right now. Not playing to form. We have a 2-2. Spit's just going to go in and die. Boomer from the left side gonna get picked off, so we just have the Jock smoke up. If they save, they get a quad. And they'll have time to send in said quad before tank, but they're gonna kill the smoker instead. I actually think that's a wise move, giving them the charge hunt. Jock spit the god hit in the corridor area. One final hurrah before the tank.
That'll keep me for a bit.
Diaz is up popping pills. Jockey leading the engage. Oh, they're gonna land a tri-cap. Where's the spit? It's not even up yet. Oh man, the spitter wasn't even up yet. The tri-cap again is wasted. Oh man, missed opportunity. The spitter wasn't up. Shinigami pushed the issue, forced them to hit. They didn't even have to hit. They could have waited for this area. Oh man, and now we have a 2-2 with the Jock smoke, so the poo 2. Shinigami. All the momentum back after that tri-cap. Of course, they took minimal damage, and I think they know it. Ellis pushes out, all alone. Smoker is going to try and grab him. Should be an easy pick for the tongue, and it will. Jockey goes in on 3 and gets killed off. Smoker rotating around, going to get picked off the self-clear. Boomer going to stay alive. Looks like he wants to land something for this tank. There's still commons flooding around. I don't know how wise it would be to push into this tank, but they're going to do it. It shall be. Hunter pre-spawn up in the back. Boomer rockets in. And he finds 2 off the proxy. Hunter can save, and he can just insta-commit this. Look at all these commons. Hunter just needs to stop pouncing around and save. He's shipped down to 174. We have a charger. Another SI up in 6 seconds. Where is the tank going? Look at all these common ins. What is he doing? C-Tank, call a vote kick. He wants a car. What? He's gonna go AI. He ain't even gonna have time to get this car in, and now all the commons are dead. Sarucho. What are we doing? I don't know. I feel like this is a misplay. There's no comments to help him out now, and now he doesn't. Not only does he not have the comments, he doesn't even have the car. So he wasted his time rotating all the way back, lost all his comments, so he's gonna have to try and get something all alone here with just his support. No comments to help him out. He's already down to 4.1. Charger gonna go in. Charger is laying 1, but it gets melted down. He still has no corner. Hunter ain't gonna get skied in. This tank is gonna get nothing. There's only the jockey left to help him. This car is. I don't know. He lands a punch finally, but he's gonna die off. Jockey is still searching for a target, but tank is just scrambling. Rock flies in, gets skied. He dips out. And they're just going to run forward. Away from this car. Oh my goodness. I'm at a loss for words. Boomer's going to try and slow them down. Cannot get the arc over the dumpster. Car's a little off the mark, just wide left. And it looks like this tank's just going to go ahead and AI. And I am just at a loss for words. What a heavy, heavy misplay from Zarucho there. And insta-commit with the commons. Instead hesitates, rotates it in like he's going to do it. And then rotates back to get the car. Commons die, he loses his tank. And he has to commit without anything. And now Shinigami's sitting pretty. 1,083. They have a Hunter, a Charger, Smoker, Jockey, so a quad. As the AI tank is slowly making his way forward. I don't have eyes on him right now. Where is he? Nice tank. Stuck on the pile jack. Well, we have a stuck tank. I don't know how to kick it. We have a quad coming in. Charger not going to find his target. Smoker goes in. They're going to land double cap in the front. Hunter does get a couple ticks, but nothing more. So the AI tank is making his way forward, but we'll bring it back into a serious mode here because we have Shinigami. 1,019 points of bonus right now. It looks like they're getting ready to run away with this game. And they're just pushing through the staircase here. We have a pretty nasty hit. Of course, there's no spitter. Hunter jockey from the front. Smoker tries to get the pull down below. Not going to find it, but they're going to land the double cap in the front. Hunter's still not clear. Double boom lands. Jockey gets a few ticks, so they dip the bonus below 1,000. But it's still going to be a mucho grande score here. They're going to take a huge 9 hundo and 16-point bonus to get a 5K score. 5,298 to be exact after a 1,600-point chapter. And that is just tough. I don't know. I don't know if Catass really comes back from that one, you know. That's a rough score. 1,600 points. They're going to have to get a massive bonus to match at least. They're going to send in the jockey early. It does connect. Going to get a couple ticks on the head. We have the charger just sending it in. They could screw up their order, but they're not going to. Double boom lands. Smoker gets a scratch. Still not getting cleared. And they get a good sack order and some damage out of it as well. Not only did they get some damage, they actually got 8%. And they're taking even more common slaps. I think Catass might just be giving up. And honestly, I don't blame him. 1,600 chapter score is just tough. I mean, that was 59% of the bonus. Pretty rough.
Reloading here.
We come up on the choke point. Nick will take point. We have a Hunter Spitter Charger Jockey. They have the hit they want. Jockey's going to try. Okay. Jockey spawns up, slows down the tempo. Looks like Ellis is taking point, actually. Can he land this skeet? The position 1. It all starts with the skeet. If the Hunter lands, disaster can unfold. And Catass really needs to avoid taking damage here. They back out. Hunter is still in, though. Hunter's able to back out as well. Kind of a stalemate right now. First skeet attempt was a failure, and it goes. It does land, but he's out of the hallway. The charger misses, and the spit's a little off the mark. Yeah, infested, unfortunately. For Shinigami, for Catass, their tank had a bit of a misplay that kind of cost them that entire chapter. They ended up locking in a 1,600-point chapter, which is pretty insane. They had a double boom proxy. Rochelle's really split. They're going to send in the Smoker. Looks like just a little insta-clear. A little sack to get the order they want. They have the Charge Hunt, the Spit, and the Jockey. What is up, Mr. Alpha? Mr. RBT himself. What is... welcome in. Great to have you in here for this total of 2 elimination bout between Catass and Shinigami. Shinigami is searching for revenge after losing to Catass earlier in this tournament, and right now they are rolling right now with their 1,600-point chapter. We have Hunter pre-spawn up at the front, gonna try, and he's gonna land. That's gonna be big. They're gonna stumble and keep him in the spit. There's the stumble. Jockey next, and they stack him huge. Nick's gonna almost need an in cap off of that hit, and they almost lose the chapter. And I has fallen all the way back a reset. And Catass has fallen apart. We did have a very close game. It was not even, it was like maybe, what, was it 400? It was like 400 or 600 points. It was one of the two. That was the gap heading into this game. Game number 2. But Shinigami's just running away. We have a Hunter in the front on the stair. Nice ski coming out from I, though. They're not down and out just yet. And a great shutdown. But they're going to go ahead and sack into the quad. But Catass has already taken huge amounts of pre-tank damage.
Pull yourself together, man. You're falling apart.
Yeah, that was kind of an XD moment. I'm kind of with him on that one. Big XD moment. On the bright side, they should be able to take the staircase, but they're not blocking the in-between spawns. Can they maybe make a play off that? No, they're not going to. They're just going to wait. Send their quad. Maybe on the outside here. We have the hunter already spawned up, pouncing around, making noise around the front side area. Jock Smoke charged to follow suit. Eye is pushed out. The other survivors, they're really split right now. Do they make this play? Hunter's all the way up on top of the roof. Charger is inside. Smoke's into the engage. That's going to be a good separation. Charge lands to the back. The jockey will land, but they are going to be able to clear everything up. That was a little bit scary for Catass there, but they do survive the quad attempt.
Reloading.
Gotta reload.
Question is, do they survive this tank? I don't know. Actually, I don't think they do. I mean, it's going to be tough. Diaz has this tank. And he's immediately going to go for the car, not going to waste any time like the last tank did. Single boom. Rockfly isn't going to get skeeted. And there's a lot of common rotating in, but it's all going to be after one survivor. He's going to immediately bring in this car, so this should be a threat if he can make it go back. If he can get some good hits off of it. He's getting some good car hits. He's still got 30% first pass. Still plenty of time to work with. He's got a 100 Smoker Charger. That might be the support he wants. I don't know 100% about the Charger, but I don't think he really has time to sack it. But I think he would get the jockey if he did sack it, but it looks like he wants it. In he goes. Car will be a threat. Unfortunately, he's stuck on top of this fence. Going to be an awkward spot. He's going to get chipped to hell if they get this out. And he's going to go for it anyway. A bit of an awkward hit. And he's going to leave it, so he's in without a car as well. Maybe driving survivors back towards the other car. Smoker leads the early engage. He gets a punch. Nice 14 DP. Charger connects as well. Rock flying in. Going to connect on the front one. One slam goes out. Two slams go out. Almost three, but he's driving him back to the car. He's running right into it. That's going to be a car connection. And this is huge. Diaz is just going to go for the grind out. Smoker will distract, giving him plenty of time. A third end cap comes out. He gets the 2 guaranteed kills, and it looks like Catass is calling GG.
Hey, over here. Need a hit.
And that's gonna do it. They are done. They are done. The total of 2 ends at Chapter 2 of Game 2.
Don't mean to be no bother, guys, but I need some help over here.
Wow. Shinigami's done it. The upset. They get the upset. I can't believe it. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Shinigami with the win. 5,298 to 3,443. Catass falls. And Shinigami continues